That is so, that is so funny, ladies. That has never happened to me before. I think I let it sit too long without the lid or something. I don't know why I did that. So let's go ahead and do a little blow drying. Just dry this a little bit. So then we're going to do another layer. Now guys, if this were not a doll head and an actual client, I would not be sticking this brush into that bottle. But since I only use it for my dolls, and then we're going to go ahead and get a grip band. Our grip bands have lace on them. So then we can go ahead and make sure that this goes behind the ear, okay? And this is centered. Make sure it's nicely centered right in the middle here, okay? And then go ahead and blow dry it again. Why is it doing this? Make sure that the customer's scalp is very clean. We're going to use some double-sided tape and go ahead and take the double-sided tape and put it on the inside of the band. Okay, make sure this scalp is nice and clean and that there is absolutely no hair, okay, on this part where you're doing the double-sided tape, okay? Make sure there is no hair. I'm also going to do some more double-sided tape along this little area here. Again, make sure there is no hair there. If there's even 2 or 3 strands of hair, just, gently shave it off. Now, if she has a whole bunch of hair in this area here, then it's just going to be braided into the braid and you don't need the double-sided tape. But if there is no hair, then you want to use the double-sided tape, okay? This is for someone who they don't mind a little glue. They don't mind a little tape, but they are getting tired of wearing a full-on glued unit, okay? And they want to feel a little bit more like themselves again, and they want to have a weave again. You can have a weave again with the Cranial Buddy, okay? So this is what we're doing now. Now, don't go telling everyone that Miss Cat uses glue and tape on her pieces. This is for someone who is shiny bald and doesn't mind a little bit of glue, okay? All we're gonna do is use the glue and the double-sided tape around the perimeter, okay? I'm putting another one right here. Again, if they do have more hair here, braid that hair. But since this doll head, I made it to where she has severe hair loss, then, I wanted to show you that you can use the grip band first. We're going to do a little knot here. And then later, we're just going to sew that together and get rid of the knot, okay? She's going to be sleeping on it. You don't want her to sleep on, you know, something that can bug her. It's got to be flat and smooth. Okay, so let me blow dry this just a little bit more. And now what we want to do is attach the actual grip band to the braids. Okay. So sometimes if a person has absolutely no hair at all, then once a week you could remove that double-sided tape and add more double-sided tape. And also the same thing, you could remove her closure, okay, clean it up and do it again, do more fresh glue again. Do your homework, make sure that you know how to remove that glue. Don't hurt the customer, you know what I mean? Some people just tear it off, and that's not the way to do it. There's a way to remove this glue gently without doing any harm, okay? So right now I'm just attaching the edges of the grip band to the actual braids that, you know, this simulation of a severe hair loss is, okay? So we're just gently attaching. Now, see the distance between here and here? When you attach it, don't pull on it, okay? Just do like a little zigzag. Do a little zigzag that's just gonna go from this braid to there, but it's not going to be pulled. It's just gently gonna be there, basically keeping it in place so that, you know, it won't go anywhere. Okay, I'm not pulling on it to make it go, you know, to make it attach together, okay? Once you put the Weave Buddy on, the Weave Buddy will cover this area. Just doing that little zigzag, making sure that it is attached and that it'll keep it from moving around. Okay, same on the other side. I am doing a simulation of a non-surgical hair replacement for a suffering alopecia customer who has severe hair loss, severe alopecia. And the first thing I did was added a little bit of glue onto the lace, and then we did some double-sided tape on the edges of the grip band, just so that there can be a form of, you know, secure attachment. Okay, we're not doing full glue, but a little bit of glue and a little bit of tape, okay? I know that it would be heavenly if we could find a way to have it stay without, you know, tape or glue 100%, but I have not seen that happen yet. Weave Buddy is well known to keep hair extensions in place without glue or tape, but now we're going into, you know, another realm where there's severe hair loss, and with that severe hair loss, that customer has to be 100% secure that her hair is not going to move back. Her hair is not going to pull back, and it's not going to move back. And the Weave Buddy is strong, But if there is no form of attachment, then the Weave Buddy will pull back as well if there's no type of form of attachment. Some people like to put it on their full lace wigs so that it could be more stable, and that's great. But still, you still need some form of attachment if you want it on there semi-permanently, you know what I mean? So right now I'm just preparing the grip band so that it could be the form of attachment at the front, and then we've got their little braids in the back. Okay, so now that that is done, we can go ahead and apply the Weave Buddy. Put it into position here. Tie it to the front. Now this Weave Buddy is called the Cranial Buddy, and that's because it covers the whole cranial. Okay, make sure that it is even. Now we left this real loose for a couple of reasons. The first reason is so that you can adjust it to your customer. Everyone has different nape sizes. You know, sometimes people's head is bigger up here, smaller down here, sometimes bigger here, more narrow here. So, you know, we left this loose so that you can adjust it to your customer, to the size of your customer. Also, it's great because there is grip underneath here, so then you can literally just fix it how you want it, okay, by lifting it till you fix it how you want it, okay? And then, see, because the grip underneath attaches to the grip, look at this, it's like it's not letting me pull it back, because the grip that's on the Weave Buddy and the grip on the band attaches together. So now, ladies, we getting some funky. Now, you know, the rest is pretty much standard. You know, close it up so it's all fitted. Close this down. Close the front edges, customize it. Add your closure, your frontal, add your bundles, and you know, you have a very secure, very well-fitting full weave on a sufferer, alopecia sufferer, who has more than 60% hair loss. Okay, so that's how I recommend that you go about when you're getting the Cranial Buddy and you have someone that has more than 60% hair loss. They absolutely do not have any hair on the crown. They absolutely do not have any hair on their perimeter. They do have a little bit of hair left in the back, but that just helps as a form of attachment back there. But the, you know, gluing the little tiny lace up at the front, having a couple of little double-sided tapes on the sides, that's the way to go if you want to keep it really well. Okay? All right, ladies, peace and love. Take care.